Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Homecoming 2023 for the Shenandoah Mustangs tonight, coming off of a big win last week. I am TJ Young, and I'm joined by royalty tonight, folks. Sophomore homecoming attendant, the Broadman, is back by popular demand. Brody Burdorf, welcome back and congratulations. Fun night tonight.
Yeah, just been a fun week. Starting last Sunday with all these homecoming activities and being selected by my peers to be the attendee of our grade. It's been a fun week. Let's hope we end this kind of fun homecoming week with a good homecoming win by the Mustangs. I'm excited to be here.
Do you suppose that you got selected because you are up here and you're so popular? Think that's why?
I don't think a lot of my friends watch the live stream, but maybe.
Probably not. All right, so we're ready to rock and roll here. The camera work will be top-notch tonight, ladies and gentlemen. You have my word on that. Shenandoah will kick off to start tonight's game. Both teams coming in at 1-2. This is a district opener. 1-2, you can throw those records out the window. Now it's a race. It's a race to the end here in district play, and 4 teams get to go out of the 6 teams in our district. So this is a big game with 2 teams with postseason aspirations.
Yeah, the Mustangs got to come out here. As a lot of them said, have been playing all week. They got to play 4 quarters of football. Hopefully get up to an early lead, put themselves in a more comfortable position than they have in these first 3 games, and let's see what they do.
Always a good idea, as there's a flag right away. We're going to be offsides. A little excited on homecoming Friday night. It's always a good idea, Brody, to try to play 4 full quarters of football, because there are 4 quarters of football in a game of football. But don't let the Missouri Valley crowd on the other side fool you, folks. It's a sparse crowd over there, but over here where we're sitting, there is barely a seat to be had here at Mustang Field, right around Ray Graves track. It is loud and it is full. Standing room only for the most part here. It's a lot of fun, always a good atmosphere here on homecoming week.
Yeah, just a big game, probably one of the big games just for the Mustangs and for the more of a community type deal. Like you said, first district game, important for the Mustangs, important for our community to go out here and play well.
So we'll tee it up again after the 5-yard penalty was assessed on the legal procedure, and Zwickel gets it away. It's going to be received at about the 16-yard line. That's going to be a nice move up the middle, and he's got a lane. He's to the 50. He might go to the 40, to the 30. Zwickel trying to chase him down at the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Missouri Valley. Break your hearts early in the game, Brody. 13 seconds in, heartbreaker.
Yeah, the Mustangs special teams, from what I've seen, has been pretty good this year. Come up, I know they've been trying to kind of set an emphasis of younger guys, maybe kids that don't get on the varsity offense and defense side of the ball as much, so they can be ready, kind of get that little breather midway through the game. But the Mustang kickoff team did not do their job there, which is unfortunate for the Mustangs. But hey, right after this, you hopefully get the ball back on offense, give yourself that chance.
And that was John Sotemelk with the 86-yard opening kickoff return for a touchdown, a gut punch for the Mustangs as the Big Reds of Missouri Valley line up to go for 2. Their quarterback will be Brody Lager. He's been around for a while. He's a senior. Ben Hansen is their main feature back. He's number 15 in the backfield. You'll hear a lot about him and Lager tonight for the Big Reds. And the handoff goes to Hansen. He is stuffed at the 5-yard line, so the 2-point conversion not successful. Good stand to hold him just to 6, but we're going to step aside. I didn't expect to pay bills this early, but we're going to pay some bills right now. We'll be back in 60. Mustangs down 6-0.
This very moment, a board-certified general surgeon will be leading her team in the removal of her patient's gallbladder. In this newly remodeled surgical suite, she'll use the latest technology and small laparoscopic incisions for a quicker recovery time. In a couple of weeks, the patient will have a pain-free and normal life again. These are the things that happen here every day. The new surgical center at Shenandoah Medical Center. Your health is our mission.
Here it is. This is where my passion is my major.
With more than 80 areas of study, dozens of clubs and activities to choose from, and advisors who ask the right questions and offer support, it's easy to be you at Iowa Western.
We are back here in Shenandoah Mustang Field. Just 13 seconds gone by, and it is already 6-0. Missouri Valley, the Big Reds, on a big 86-yard kickoff return by John Soatmelk. And that, again, that's a gut punch, but tons and tons of football left. And Shenandoah's been down before. It's been a little while. They played a really clean game last week against Nottoway Valley, so it's been a couple of weeks since they've had some adversity. Not a lot of adversity last week. We'll see how the Mustangs handle it as they've got 3 deep backs here on the opening kickoff. Looks like Thompson, it looks like Cullen, and there's a little pooch kick that's going to go down at about the 38-yard line. It's going to be corralled in there. Can't get the number. 56. Is that Mark Hardy?
Yes.
Hardy came up with that?
I would think so, yes. Just trying to maybe keep that gut punch going a little bit there, trying to maybe squeeze one in there. I saw while we were at commercial break, the Mustangs had to move up a little bit. Their second kind of row of guys were a little bit deep there. They had to move up a couple yards, which was good for them to help recover. And the Mustangs offense right here to go showcase and go get that opening kickoff back.
So now first drive of the game for the offense here for Shenandoah, and we've got a little bit of motion on the defensive line for the Big Reds, but no flag. Ball's going to be at the 37-yard line for Jade Spengler and company. Balance formation. Dickerson in the backfield. Dickerson gets the ball, and he's going to get to about the 40-yard line. So a gain of 3 yards. That's going to set up a 2nd and 7. I know that was kind of an emphasis from the sounds of it, was that Shenandoah wanted to do a better job of running the ball today. There's something to that, but then there's also something to the do what you're good at, right? I mean, we're pretty good at throwing the football. We got an athletic quarterback, but I understand trying to run the ball here and trying to establish something on the ground.
Yeah.
So trips receivers and a quarterback choice, and Spengler is stood up, and then breaks a few tackles and gets a first down. So that's going to be a 9-yard gain and a first down. So 2 runs, 12 yards, first down.
Yeah, that's been I think a big emphasis this week at practice for the Mustangs to control both sides of the line for the Mustangs, and just with the big men up front.
So now 1st and 10 after that 9-yard scamper by Spengler. It looks like you're going to have man-to-man coverage here. There's only 3 guys out here covering these trips, but Dickerson gets the handoff, and he gets down to the 45-yard line, 6-yard gain. One of his best runs of the year. He hasn't had a lot of big ones. That's one of his biggest ones, be 2nd and 4.
Yeah, with these past couple of weeks until Foster's injury last week, Dickerson's been more of a kind of power back, get those couple of yards each play, so he should be the feature running back this week.
So 2nd down, 4 yards to go. Spengler gets the snap, hands it to Dickerson, who's got a big hole up the middle. He is down at the 35-yard line, and that's really just kind of a box count right there. That's a gain of 10. Missouri Valley only had 5 guys in the box, and Shenandoah had 7 offensive players in the box. That's a win all day long for Shenandoah's offense.
Yeah, just kind of spreading out those defensive backs and getting people out of the box and just running it right up the middle and picking up those yards.
So now 1st and 10, again trips, and Spengler looking to pass on a little rocket screen and in and out of the hands of Brody Cullen. So the run game was kind of that focal point coming into tonight, and first 4 plays were all runs. Maybe check with Mees at the line, check the box count, maybe something like that. But that's very successful to this point. And again, same kind of formation, really putting them in a bind here. 2nd and 10, and a big hit at the line of scrimmage. I'm guessing that was number 6 for Missouri Valley, and that is Vergamini on the stop. So 1-yard gain. The box count was in favor of Shenandoah, but really good play by Vergamini over there.
Yeah, he's lined up, I think, as kind of an outside linebacker, maybe a defensive back over there that's just playing to that close side of the field, so he sneaks in a little bit, just comes up and makes a tackle right at the line of scrimmage.
So now 3rd down and 9, trips receivers over here to the near side. Spengler will roll that way, And Spangler will run, and he is drugged down on the play by Chris Dworak, and that's going to be no gain on the play. So 4th and 9, you're on your opponent's 34. I mean, I don't think there's any decision here. You're going to go for it here.
Yeah, just kind of in that weird situation. Not that close for a field goal and not too far back where you're going to try to pin them deep. Down 6-0. Had a good drive going. Went for a pass on 1st down, incomplete. Kind of slowed the momentum down just that little bit. Kind of slowed it up, and Mustangs with a long 4th down.
So 4th and 9. Probably going to see some sort of a scramble out to the far side, and there we go. And you've got Cullen. Cullen makes the catch at the sticks, breaks the tackle. He might go. He's to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Shenandoah. 34-yard pitch and catch from Spangler to the homecoming king, Brody Cullen. Hey, 4th and 9. Get it to Cullen. Good things will happen.
Yeah, he's been a big playmaker for the Mustangs kind of all year. Just kind of guy say, here, go get this football, make big plays with his speed and athleticism. And the Mustangs go to them with 4th and 9, and he broke a couple tackles and ran it in for the touchdown for the Mustangs to kind of get that momentum, just kind of back even after that opening kickoff.
So now Shenandoah with a chance to take the lead on the foot of Zwickel. The kick is up, and it is good. So with 8:35 to go in the first quarter, Shenandoah takes their first lead of the night, 7-6. We will be back in 60 seconds.
So many ways that I think Iowa has helped, but I think most importantly to us, it's continuing to engage with us.
When we came together, we both felt like we would bring a couple things from our past into the present, and that one of those was their Courage on the Court event.
We're back here in Shenandoah. Zwickel set to kick off for the second time here in quarter number 1. And it's a roller on the ground, scooped up by Luke Schroeder for the Big Reds, and they will start the scrimmage from the 36-yard line. First offensive possession for the Big Reds. If you're just joining us, they took the opening kickoff 86 yards back to the house, had a house call. And Shenandoah, nice response to come right down the field and score on a big 4th and 9. As the season's gone on, Shenandoah doesn't seem too afraid of 4th and longs. They've kind of done that as the season's kind of progressed. But now we'll get to see what the Shenandoah defense can do against this Big Reds offense. They like to run the ball. They like to run the power game and then play action off of it. Hansen gets the ball right up the gut, met by a host of Mustangs, picked up 3 yards. So it's going to set up a 2nd down and 7 for the Big Reds.
Yeah, kind of what we said on offense too. Own that line of scrimmage. That's what the Mustangs' goal has been. One of their main goals coming to this league is to own the line of scrimmage. The big guys up front, kind of stopping that run game, make them kind of resort to something else, see what else they have in store for that Big Red offense.
Again, I formation. Got Manzo as a fullback. Hansen, the tailback. Lager takes a snap, falls down. His knee was down. They didn't blow the whistle. Fortunate for the Big Reds, that's going to end up being a gain of 6. It's going to set up a 3rd down and 1. That's a big difference. It would have been a 3rd and about 10. Instead, 3rd and 1 on a 6-yard gain.
Yeah, the ball, just lucky break for the Big Reds. Maybe the Mustangs. I mean, they still got a good run out of what they were designed to do, but just unfortunate break for the Mustangs. Got to come up and make a big stop on 3rd down.
How's the camera work tonight? Good?
It's good. I
got
that touchdown. I got that
There you go.
Perfect.
So 3rd down and 1. Lager hands it to the fullback, Manzo. Manzo met in the hole by Ethan Laughlin, but looks like it's enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, just kind of hit and just fell forward right into it. Should be right.
The ball just has to get to the 46-yard line, and it looks like the ball
close.
is touching the 40. They're going to bring the chains out. Of course they are. And I do apologize. I said it was Manzo. It's Vergamini was on the carry. Manzo's 9. Vergamini is 6. They're very similar looking numbers. It just depends on if you're looking at them right side up or upside down.
True. Very true.
In fourth place, the sophomore.
Chain gang coming out here for the measurement. Let's see if they got it.
In second place.
First down. Look at there. Eagle eyes right here. Called it. That was a really good stick in the backfield. We're at the line of scrimmage by Ethan Laughlin. Shot the gap. Really, really good job by him, but just when you only need a yard, sometimes you can make a good play and still give up a yard.
Yeah, just downhill running back just kind of fell forward for that easy yard to pick up that first down for the Big
It was
Reds.
far from easy.
Yes, we'll say that.
So 1st and 10. Took 3 plays to get those 10 yards, all on the ground, all up the middle. We'll see what they do, the Big Reds here on their second set of downs here. I formation, and you get a power handoff to the left side, and Hansen moving the legs, driving the legs. He was initially stuffed right at the line, but he's going to pick up 3. Those are big yards. You get stuffed at the line of scrimmage, you really got to finish that if you're the defensive line. Really good initial penetration, but you got to finish that play. Hansen gets to 3 yards there.
Yeah, it looks like the Mustangs kind of brought a little bit more of a blitz there because just kind of expecting that run and just hit them where they wanted to, stopped them at the line, just fell forward for those extra 3 yards for the Big Reds.
So now 2nd down and 7. Ball at the 49-yard line, right near midfield. And an option play by Lager. Broken tackle. Now Lager's running for his life, and he's going to make something out of nothing. But there is a flag on the play. Lager ended up picking up about 6 yards on a broken option play to the far side. I think we're going to get a hold on the Big Reds. It's going to send them back.
Looks like they're...
I believe.
Yeah, it looks like it's a flag on the far side of the field and the close
Oh,
side.
we could have offsetting penalty. I don't know.
Possibly. Who knows?
Time will tell. Be patient, ladies and gentlemen at home. I don't have a button for 2 flags. I just have a button for 1 flag.
Yes.
So just take our word for it. There's 2. So there is the hold. That was during the play. And we're going to have a personal foul on Shenandoah. And they will offset, so we're going to replay the down. As far as I'm aware, if the personal foul had happened after the play was over, it would have been a free first down. But kind of fortunate for Shenandoah after the personal foul happened that you still keep it 2nd and 7.
Yeah, just kind of Mustangs kind of had him in the backfield. Good athletic play from their quarterback to kind of escape the pocket, pick up those yards, but just offsetting penalties for both teams there.
So now 2nd down and 7, 5:49 to go in the opening quarter. 7-6 Shenandoah toss to Hansen. Hansen trying to get to the edge, and he's going to get the edge. He gets to the sticks. We'll see where they mark him out, just shy of the sticks at the 45-yard line, 6-yard gain, and kind of like deja vu all over again, as Yogi Berra once said. 3rd and 1 again after 2 straight runs. Power game. For Missouri Valley, the fullback is going to lead the way, Brody. And all of you at home, if you watch the fullback, that's going to tell you where the ball's going 75 to 80% of the time.
Yeah, just good power running there for kind of the exact same situation as they did at first. And just gives up what they want. A short third down is what they're looking for every drive.
So 3rd down and a yard, and there's an ISO. Hansen drives the legs, and looking at the spot, he's again going to be right at the sticks. It's just going to depend on the spot. From up here, Broadman, you're 9 foot tall. Does it look like he's got it? Looks like he's got it.
Looks like sticks right on the line, and the ball's behind it, but I think it's going to be the exact same thing.
Yeah, they're going to measure again. The tip of the ball just has to be at that line. I think
going to be right close again.
I think it's going to be a first down.
Yeah.
What do we know? We're a mile away.
Yeah.
But you've got that height, so you can see down.
I look like I'm right on it. It looks like they're probably going to give it to him. Maybe it might be a hair short. Looks like
First down. Look at there. I'm 2 for 2 on those.
Yeah. It's kind of the exact same thing. Two
Yeah,
times
it's
in a
the
row.
exact same
thing.
6 plays, 20 yards, not too many centimeters more.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, 3 yards a pop, basically. And that's, hey, credit to Missouri Valley. They know what they want to do, and it's working so far. Shenandoah's defense is bending, not breaking, not giving up the big play yet, making Missouri Valley work. And they're staying in this I formation, this balanced set I formation with the tight end now to the near side. And there's your play action pass. He's got the fullback in the flat, and he makes the catch, and he's out of bounds at the 35-yard line. So a 9-yard pitch and catch. That is Lager to Vergamini. And I told you, Brody, watch the fullback. He's going to tell you where the ball's going.
Especially when a power team like this, he's going to be the guy that's either catching the ball out in the flats, getting open, or being that lead blocker. And brings up a good second and short for the Big Reds.
Yeah, menu's open here for the coaching staff for Missouri Valley, the Big Reds. Every play at their disposal. You got 3 plays to get a yard here. You don't need to be cute, but you can do whatever you want here. As now you get the ISO to Hansen. Hansen tripped up in the backfield, but again, falling forward, Brody, and it may be short of the first down, but again, ball's on the line. I think they're going to give him the first down again. Didn't need 3 plays this time to get the 10 yards. Yeah, first down.
Didn't want to measure on third down. Didn't want to bring him out.
Well, that time the whole ball was on the line, not just the.
You got a better angle from over there, I feel like.
But you're taller.
I'm looking more diagonal though.
I'm going to respect royalty tonight, so.
Whatever. Not even that much.
I drove you around today. Nobody knows that, but
yes, nobody knows
I was the one that drove you around today.
Good driving skills.
It was very safe. First and 10, and the option again. Lager pitch to Hansen. Hansen again trying to get around the outside, but there is Cole Graham and a negative play. Shenandoah's had about 4 chances for negative plays on this drive. That's the first one they got. It's going to put Missouri Valley behind the chains. Big play by Cole Graham.
Yeah, big play by Cole Graham there. They had the quarterback covered, which is obviously the first read, and then cover the pitch guy in the option. And Cole Graham comes out there in open space, makes a big tackle for the Mustangs to give them those negative yards.
We're going to actually call that a loss of 5, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize at home. So again, second down now and 15, and a handoff to Hansen up the middle. Hansen picks up about 3 yards back for a team that is pretty run heavy. No need to panic. Second and 15. You got 3 plays to get those 15 yards here because you're in 4 down territory like Shenandoah was on their previous drive.
Yeah, you might see something here like that little play action or something to the wide side of the field.
You might see a bubble here.
Yeah, possibly.
Although, looks like we got man-to-man coverage, so a bubble would be pretty tough in this situation. So, third down and 12, and the throw into the flat, incomplete, and that was Brody Lager falling away. There's a flag late in the backfield, and we're going to get a hold on the Big Reds, and that's going to end up, I would assume, being declined. My assumption is be declined. You could always take them back 10 yards and then put them in a punting situation the next play, but I assume they're just going to decline it and bring up 4th down here.
Decline, yep. Just like you said, 3rd and long, especially with the run-heavy team, make them throw the ball.
We've got a fire going on over there, Brode. Can you focus in on that?
Oh, yeah. I see that now, yeah.
No, can you, after this play, I want you to focus in on that.
Okay. I'm picking up where you.
You picking up what I'm putting down? You hearing me chirping, Big Bird?
I am.
The cameraman extraordinaire. We'll show you, folks, what we're talking about.
There's a fire over there.
It looks like it's contained.
It does.
But it is large.
It is. Got a good backyard fire.
4th down, 12 yards to go. Big Reds on a little reverse end around, and that's not going to get it done. It'll be a gain of 2 only, and a turnover on downs. That was actually a carry by Chris Dworak, the tight end. And like I said, not going to get it done, just a gain of 2. And folks, look at that fire going on over there. That is, whoever that is, if you're watching the stream, good for you. That's epic. That's a biggin.
Oh, yeah. But it's perfect weather for that, I feel like. I love some fall fires.
There you go. Well, we're back. We had a little campfire action, but now we're back. Trips formation for Shenandoah as they take over on downs at their own 34-yard line. Spangler in the gun, and he fakes the handoff, goes to the right side, squirms around a little bit, picks up about 4, brings up a 2nd down and 6. Spangler, not the biggest guy, but kind of water bug shifty, right? I mean, he's hard to target because he's always very laterally quick.
Yeah, you've seen that this year. He's exploded on some big runs, picked up the yards when the Mustangs need to, and done a good job with his feet.
Gain of 4, and then McManus gets the ball. Feed McManus! I've heard that. Somebody told me that. That's a gain of 7 and a 1st down. The one thing about Zane McManus that I've noticed in the first 3 games now plus this, the dude falls forward.
Yes.
Always falling forward.
He's got strong legs. Trust me, I work out with him every day in the morning. He's very bottom strong heavy.
I believe you. 1st down, 10 to go at the 45-yard line. And quick pass out to Cullen and offline. Ben Hansen was there had Cullen made the catch. May not have been a whole lot there. But, again, they've tried to run that kind of quick screen because sometimes watching film, Missouri Valley lines up super incorrectly to trips. They only have 2 guys out here. Somebody's very much uncovered. That time it was Cullen. Probably don't want to leave him uncovered.
Especially with that athleticism, man.
Yes.
He saw it on that 4th and 9. He's good in open space, and if you're the Big Reds, you do not want Brody Cullen.
He's a pretty good player.
Yes.
So 2nd down and 10. Spangler drifting back, finds McManus. McManus in the flat. McManus 1st down, driven out of bounds, but a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Somebody in the homecoming court said their advice to Shenandoah tonight for a victory was to what?
Let Zay McManus go off.
Let the big dog eat, right?
Yes.
Something like that.
Whoever said that must be intelligent.
Yeah.
Somebody.
12 yards. McManus on the drive, 19 total yards, and he now goes out for a play, and Dickerson steps in. Dickerson gets the handoff, gets met at the line of scrimmage, moves his feet down at the 40. They'll spot him right at the 40, so it's going to be a gain of 2. 2nd down and 8. Not a huge run, but again, it's progress moving forward. Now we're in that 4-down territory. No need to panic here for the Mustangs.
Yeah, just picked up those couple yards on that 1st down. Trips to the far side of the field for the Mustangs.
And another quick pass to Cullen. Cullen catches it. This time, no, he bobbled it and dropped it. And again, that was not a design play, just from my guess. It looked like it was not. It was a hot route. It was a hot read. Again, they just lined up incorrectly to that formation, and they're leaving the middle guy uncovered. So it's just a quick out to him, but they've just been unsuccessful on those. And again, it's still not really. I mean, they are now. They got 3 guys there. As now Trips and then Spangler going to the right, finds Graham, and Graham makes a catch, but a late flag on the play. So we're going to hold on. As it stands right now, Broadman, that's a 10-yard gain. But we're going to get a hold that's going to negate that. It's going to set it back 10 yards, and they're going to have to do it all over again. Tough break. Really good catch, good adjustment by Cole Graham.
Yeah, just getting Cole Graham out there. He's the far wide receiver, and just getting Jade Spangler. Obviously, they've had a lot of success with him rolling out to the trip side. And this isn't, I don't think, an unfamiliar situation the Mustangs have been in before.
Just find number 8.
Yes. Get him out and running.
Find number 8. That's a pretty good guess there.
Yes, they have what they want. Single coverage down here on the close side of the field. You've seen this look a lot from the Mustangs. This will probably be the first read for Spangler on the pass.
It's 3rd down now, and 18. Spangler on a little slant and go, and just off right there to Brody Cullen. Boy, he had him, and that's a tough one right there, because that on the money. That's a 50-yard touchdown pass.
Yeah, just wide out, ran a good route. and was wide open. Lost him in the single coverage. Now the Mustangs have to punt and get their defense back out there on the field.
And again, it wasn't really Missouri Valley that stopped Shenandoah on that drive. They had 2 drops, a penalty on third down on a converted third down and long, and then an overthrown ball on a third and long that would have been a first down or more. So it was Shenandoah kind of stopping themselves there on that drive. And the punt by Scammon bounces at about the 29-yard line. So we're going to call that a 19-yard punt for Scammon. And with 39 seconds to go in the first quarter, not exactly a field flipper, but still going to make Missouri Valley go about 70 yards here to try to retake the lead. I thought it was going to be a good one, Brody. I didn't think one team was going to blow either out, and so far it's looking that way. I know it's early. Everything's close early, right? But I think it's going to be kind of back and forth all night.
Yeah, just not one team probably good on, like you said, blowing each other out of the water. But it's gonna be a battle up front, and with the playmakers for both teams, it's gonna be a battle.
So now a tight eye formation, 2 tight ends, and handoff to Hansen. Hansen tries to bounce outside, and he's going to get wrestled down at about the 33-yard line. So he's going to pick up only about a yard there. 2nd down and 9. Hansen likes to bounce from watching film. He likes to bounce. That's an ISO designed to go right up the middle in the B gap, in that 3-hole, 4-hole. And he does like to bounce stuff. And that makes it tough sometimes on your blockers, as there's about 10 seconds here to go until the end of the quarter. We'll see if they get this play off here. There's 5 seconds in the quarter. We'll see. Lager does take the snap, drops back to pass. He's got a man open off his helmet and incomplete. So a funny way to end quarter number 1. Folks, we got a good one. If you are at home and you're in town, come on down. If not, hang out, relax, get something to drink. We'll be back in 90 seconds.
I always was fascinated with working on vehicles ever since I was a little kid. I went to college for it, and it's just fun. To me, it's like an adult with a puzzle. When you can take the vehicles apart and you put them back together. The most rewarding thing about our business is just having customers be happy when they leave. It's everything. If you have people leave and they're unhappy, you have no business.
From large projects to daily tasks, we can help at Miller Building Supply in Shenandoah. This is Josh, and we pride ourselves on quality products, knowledge, and service. We're always available for advice on the projects that take years to design or the issues that need fixed in a hurry. And we offer free estimates on anything and everything you need to complete both. When you have a demand, we offer the supply. Miller Building Supply in Shenandoah.
We're back, ready to start quarter number 2, 7-6. Mustangs on top, 3rd and 9 for the Big Reds, and a pitch out to Hansen. Hansen again trying to get the edge, and he's not going to get there. There is Trey Thompson doing what Trey Thompson does, as that's now a loss of 6 yards, 6 full yards. Brody, that's not the right way to run a toss. You do not get the ball and run straight to the sideline, because then guys like Trey Thompson come by and clean it up.
Yes. Trey Thompson and Cole Graham. You saw Cole Graham make a good tackle on the open field there, and just Cole Graham kind of kept chasing out right into Trey Thompson, and just a good defensive play for the Mustangs.
So 4th down and 15, maybe call it 16. Good punt there by Lager, but there's Cullen at the 46-yard line. Cullen breaks a tackle, sidesteps the guy, and he's still moving at the 30 and down, right at the 30-yard line. So really good return. That's a 24-yard return for Brody Cullen. And Shenandoah, really good field position to start out. Try to push this lead out by more than just one here. We'll see what they can do.
Yeah, just good return from Brody Cullen there. Obviously good. We've talked about it before. We've talked about it today. Just good in space and does what he does best and makes big plays for the Mustangs there.
So it is now second quarter, 11:06 to go until halftime. 1st and 10, trips formation to the near side. Spangler gets a snap, fakes a handoff, and he's got some room on the left side, spins, and gets the first down. Put him in the spin cycle, Broadman. That's a 9-yard gain. It's going to set up a 2nd down and 1.
Yeah, would have been only probably a 4 or 5 yard game, which is a good play for the Mustangs on first. But Jay just kind of one man to beat, and he does beat that man and picks up a big game. Mustangs going quick. Quarterback sneak there. Picks up 7 yards there on a quarterback sneak for the Mustangs. Going quick. I was ready for that when I was counting.
Good job. Sorry, I was doing other things.
Yes.
So 1st and 10, and we're going to get a timeout, Missouri Valley. So we'll take it with them. First timeout of the night for anybody. So we'll be right back if I can get control of my computer. Oh, this is crazy. Hold on.
Pella Corporation in Shenandoah is growing. Pella is a family-owned company and has a strong heritage that started in 1925. Pella offers a strong benefit package, competitive wages, quarterly bonuses, profit sharing, and more. Pella has a decreased overtime schedule. You'll never work on Sundays, and you will have at least 2 Saturdays off each month to spend more time with your family. Go to careers.pella.com to see what jobs are available and apply today. Experience is not necessary, as Pella will provide training. Pella is an equal opportunity employer.
We're back here in Shenandoah. 1st and 10 Shan. The Mustangs at the 14-yard line here. Big Red's taking a timeout, trying to regroup, trying to hold the Mustangs out of the end zone here with 10:48 to go until halftime. And handoffs to Dickerson, who's met right at the line of scrimmage. Actually going to lose, it looks like 2 yards on the play. So it's going to be 2nd down now and 12 for Shenandoah. Not maybe the best play as far as result-wise, but still in a pretty good spot.
Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of success from plays like those from the Mustangs kind of all year. Kind of just trying to go right up the box and play power football. Mustangs, let's see what they got on 2nd down here.
2nd down, 12 yards to go, and they're going to get, and it looks like an illegal procedure call. And, yep, that's going to be the call, so it's going to set them back. It's going to be 2nd down now and 17. I know, we say it a lot. There's not a lot of plays in the playbook for 2nd and long, 3rd and long, 4th and long. But if there's a team so far this year that's shown that they don't really care and they'll just do it, find number 8 type of deal, it'd be Shenandoah.
Yeah, just kind of a lot of guys out here that have shown that they can go up, run around and catch the ball and gain yards for the Mustangs, which helps obviously get Brody Cullen. They're obviously single coverage down here.
So, pass to Laughlin. Laughlin cuts inside, and he's going to break a tackle, and he is down at the 1-yard line. No, he's in for the touchdown. Ethan Laughlin. A lot of effort. Great catch and run by Laughlin, as that is a 21-yard touchdown. Is that right? 21 yards?
Yes.
I don't know. Well, that'll work.
I got flashbacks from that Thursday night football game last night when he reached out to score that football to get that extra yard. Justin Jefferson fumbled it last night for the touchback over the pylon. Did you see that clip?
I don't have. No, I didn't.
Yes,
Sorry.
It was terrible flashbacks.
The kick by Zwickel up and good. So 10:08 to go in the opening half. It's Shenandoah 14, Missouri Valley 6. We'll be right back.
United Group Insurance is a team of insurance professionals who help their customers confidently choose the coverage best for them. UGI offers great products at great prices to shop for home, auto, life, health, business, farm, and crop insurance needs. Save money by comparing plans from providers such as Nationwide, Auto Owners Insurance, North Star Mutual, and more. Our team has over 100 years of combined experience and offers assistance from our convenient Atlantic, Griswold, Red Oak, and Shenandoah offices. Learn more at unitedgroupins.com.
Back here in Shenandoah. Zwickel set to kick off after short field, after the good return by Cullen. Set him up at the 29-yard line, 30-yard line, and then get your playmakers the ball, right? Sometimes it's that simple, right? Get your playmakers the ball and get out of the way. And now Zwickel, a hard line drive kick off of the up man. It's going to be fielded at about the 24-yard line and then falling forward to the 26-yard line. Looked like Hansen there. Excuse me, that was number 11. That was Soap Milk on the one of the Soap Milks. There's two of them. There's Corbin and Mitchell. That was Mitchell. Soap Milk on the return. So first down and 10. There's three of them?
John, Mitchell, and Corbin. All right, those are all the same?
As far as I can
10, 11.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's
14.
true. John's the one that returned it for a touchdown earlier.
Yes.
Athletic family.
Very.
Good for the brothers? Triplets?
Possibly.
That'd be cool.
Yes.
Okay, so Big Reds down by 8, handed off to Hansen. Big hole and a tough run. That's a gain of, looks like it's going to be about 6 there. 7 yards. So it'll be second down and 3. And probably the best run of the night for Hansen so far.
I just got delivered a Mountain Dew. I'm so thankful.
Who did that?
Well, my friend delivered it, but I assume my dad got it. So.
Who's your friend, Elizabeth?
Logan?
Oh, I thought you said your friend Elizabeth.
Oh, no.
Your friend delivered it.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Delivered.
Pardon me. Second down and 3. And Lager takes a snap, and ISO to the right side. Hansen, big hole, but a flag on the play. That's going to negate about a 10-yard gain on an ISO. Those holes that were once small, they're starting to open up a little bit for Missouri Valley.
Yeah, like Mustangs actually a lot of kind of not really towards keeping, but in the second quarter might be tiring down a little bit from playing both sides of the ball. And they still got to keep this up and kind of try to dominate this front line and kind of shut down what the Big Reds, I feel like, have shown they want to do and what they've done all season and what has kind of succeeded for them against everybody, just running that football and playing kind of that power style football.
It's a lot of conversation, not you, but for a hold, there's an awful lot of conversation being had there. It wasn't a hold, it was a chop block. That's a biggin, Broadman. That's a biggin.
Not a hold, I guess. Not a hold.
No, but that definitely sets them back.
Long ways.
Yeah, it'll be a 2nd and 15 now. Instead of a 1st and 10, I mean, you think about that. They were on about the 45-yard line. They would have been. And instead, they're at their own 20. It's about a 25-yard difference just for the chop block. So now tight end in motion here and sets up here on the near side. And you're going to get an option to the near side. Lager trying to find some space. Tries to get away from tacklers and does. Squirts to the outside. And he's going to end up making something out of nothing. And no flag on the play for a late hit, which is a good thing. But a gain of only about 2. They may want to scrap the option. It has not looked good tonight.
No, the Mustangs, I think that's probably a play they probably saw on film that worked for the Big Reds, and they are all over it tonight so far in these first half. They're just kind of stopping both options.
Anytime you got to run the option and you have to physically stop as a quarterback and go completely the opposite direction, probably not open.
Yes, probably not.
Well, and then the last couple of times they've run it, the quarterback Lager's been having to bow about 5 to 7 yards into the backfield, which is obviously, that's also not a great thing. Timeout by Missouri Valley, their second of the half. We'll take it with them. We'll be back in 30 or 60 seconds. Will depend on how fast they come back. 8:53 to go until halftime. 14-6 Mustangs.
This very moment, a board-certified surgeon specializing in female pelvic medicine and reconstructive surgery is scrubbing up in a newly remodeled surgical center full of the latest technology to give a woman a chance to take back control over her body. It will take less than an hour. There will be minimal recovery time, and afterwards, she'll start to feel normal again. These are the things that happen here every day. The new surgical center at Shenandoah Medical Center. Your health is our mission.
Here it is. This is where my passion is my major.
With more than 80 areas of study, dozens of clubs and activities to choose from, and advisors who ask the right questions and offer support, it's easy to be you at Iowa Western.
Woohoo! We're back in Shenandoah. For third down and 13. See what Missouri Valley comes up with here after the timeout. Lager under center. And we're going to get an encroachment penalty on the Mustangs. Definitely not something you were wanting, but still a third down and long. So it's going to be third down at about 8 now for Missouri Valley. Maybe 9. It was probably third and 14 before.
Probably. That's what it looks like. It's still third and long. Still got a long ways to go for a running team, but Mustangs got to come up here, get a good stop, make them punchy the ball with probably right around 8:30 left in this half. Just a big play right here, I would say, for the Mustangs. If they can get a stop here, it could possibly go up 2 scores going pretty much into halftime. This is one of the big ones.
And a triple option in the handoff to the up back. And that was Vergamini to carry. He's going to pick up about 2, maybe 3. So fourth down and about 6. So again, a team not super comfortable throwing the ball. They're always best when you're throwing it when you want to, not when you have to. So they're just going to play field position here, try to pin Shenandoah back. I don't hate the call. It's not fun football, but it might be smart football. It depends on what Cullen can do here. That's a really good punt, angled and rolls inside the 20, down at the 18. That is a wonderful punt. 20, 30, 40, 52-yard punt. Have a punt, young man.
Yes, got a favorable big red roll.
Yes, it wasn't all in the air, but
it wasn't obviously, but still a fantastic punt.
And again,
really flip the field position.
Like it may be not fun football. It's like Iowa, right? I know I'm not trying to pick on Iowa. I know you're an Iowa fan, but like 3rd and 7, sometimes they just run a zone play and then punt. Like that's okay, as long as you can stop them and get the ball back, right? So that's the question for Missouri Valley now. You've flipped the field. Can you stop Shenandoah, who has only stopped themselves tonight? Missouri Valley has not stopped them yet. It's been Shenandoah that has stopped themselves on one drive. Other than that, they've just kind of marched down the field.
Mustangs I'd say a big possession here.
Cullen gets it on the jet sweep. He's to the 20. He gets to the edge, to the 30, and out of bounds at about the 31-yard line. So that's going to be 14, 15, 16 yards on the run. So 16-yard run for Cullen. Have a couple of weeks, young man. He had a great week last week, and then again this week already started well.
Yeah, just getting athletes open in space, like we've talked about. Brady Cullen just got that jet sweep out in space.
So trips again, and now in motion. This time Laughlin fake to him, and then Dickerson gets the handoff. He'll pick up a couple. Be about a 2, maybe 3-yard gain. We'll give him 3. The generous extra yard. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 7, still on schedule. Not a big run, but still on schedule.
Yeah, just doing what the Mustangs have kind of established this game, kind of gone away a little bit. Not too much. Still obviously got 2 touchdowns on passing the ball, but trying to just kind of establish a little bit more of the run game. But got to stick with what's been working, which is that passing game.
And fake to Dickerson. Spangler gets corralled right at the line of scrimmage. He may have eked out a yard. It doesn't look like it from the spot, so it's going to be no gain on the play. So 3rd down and 7, and he got lassoed down there by the interior of that Big Red's defensive line.
Yes. Now the Mustangs got to go. What has been working? Probably the passing game. Trips obviously to the far side of the field. You got single coverage down here with Graham, which has been a big wide receiver. Colin, another playmaker, up at the top of your screen.
Spangler rolling out to the near side, or the far side. He's got Scammon at the 48. Scammon breaks a tackle. Scammon to the 30. He's in a foot race to the 15 and tripped up at the 13-yard line. An even, 49-yard pitch and catch. Brody, what do we do well?
We pass the ball well. We do that.
What do we need to keep doing?
Keep passing the ball. We need to keep passing the ball.
Woo! That was pretty.
If you really pay attention, we've done very good on passing the ball tonight, and we have in the past.
And another pass to the outside, and that is Cullen who fumbles the ball, and it's picked up by the Big Reds. What a huge play by Missouri Valley. That ball just got popped out. And again, Brody, we talked about this 2 minutes ago. I can't see the future, but Missouri Valley has not stopped us. We've stopped the only 2 drives we haven't scored, we stopped ourselves. Drops, penalties, a turnover, but we can get whatever we want tonight, it looks like. It's just Missouri Valley coming up with a big turnover here to keep this score close.
Yeah, from my perspective, I didn't really see a Big Red. It just kind of looked like it popped out of his hands when he's running. They got what they wanted. They were going to get a 5 to 7 yard gain. He could have broke maybe a tackle, and they'd be dancing in the end zone right now.
Yep.
Just Mustangs beating themselves, and now they kind of have their Missouri Reds evening. Got to put that defense back out there on the field.
So now 6:25 to go until halftime. Missouri Valley hands it off to the up back, Vergamini. Vergamini's going to go from about the 9 to about the 12, so it'll be a gain of 3. And I'm pretty sure, at least from that first drive Missouri Valley had, they're pretty content. 3, 4, 5 yards a pop. They want to really chunk this game down. Shenandoah wants to get out and open it up and go sideline to sideline. And Missouri Valley very content to play between the tackles and chew the play clock and run the ball.
Yeah, don't let the Mustangs athletes go to work. They want to, obviously, just like you just said, chew that clock. The Mustangs defense could get some big stops here and hopefully get the ball back right in their hands. I mean, the only score you've seen is on that kick return from Missouri Valley, so they played well so far. And
a really good tackle in there. I think that was Laughlin. No, it was not Laughlin. That was 33. That's
Rystrom?
No.
Who is that?
Yeah, it is.
It is. He's back.
Yeah, Rystrom's back, so really good play. No gain. I was going to say he definitely wasn't back early, but it's good to see him out there. Trims some weight a little bit. Was a lineman before and a linebacker. Now, linebacker. Not a lineman anymore.
Not anymore. He's a big physical kid. Comes up, make big plays as a senior for this Mustangs team.
So now 3rd down and 7, and a quick screen caught by Jansen. Jansen's going to be just shy, it looks like, of the first down. It was 3rd and 7, and he got 6. A really good tackle over there in the secondary. I believe that was Spangler in coverage. So that's going to set up an interesting choice. They could very well go for this. I mean, that'd be a little gutsy, but they could, just needing a yard.
Yeah. Looks like they are keeping the offense on the field here. You're gonna look. They've done it before on 3rd and 1s. Let's see if they can do it on a 4th and 1. Mustangs showing a blitz look here. Got to come make a big play for the Mustangs.
And Lager hands it off to the halfback Hansen, and that was easy pickings there. 5 yards, first down, and that again, like normal football logic says, 4th down deep in your own territory, punt the ball. But really haven't been a lot of negative plays for Missouri Valley. Haven't been big plays, but there haven't been negative plays against our defense to this point inside the tackles.
Yeah, a lot of those negative plays have not came from trying to get short gains. They've come from like options out in space or pitches out in space, where the Reds have tried to go side to sideline, and not up the middle. Another run here, tackle in there by Rystrom, and is that both Rystroms there? Jacob and Levi Rystrom on the tackle.
Well, we're going to give them no gain on the play, so that makes it second down and 9.5. So we round up, so second down and 10. It's just math. Your dad and I talked about that a lot last week. It's just math.
Just math.
Doesn't really hurt anybody or affect anything. It's just math. So now Twins, a little bit of a different formation here. They run it a couple of times tonight, but still in the eye. Lager on the bubble, and a catch and a good move to the inside. And depending upon the spot, looks like he may be just a tad short of that first down line to gain. So it's going to be third down and a yard, a pickup of about 9. And that was number 10 in your programs. That's Sotemelk, the man who scored the touchdown on the opening kickoff.
Yeah, Cole Graham just, I think, he was expecting kind of a flowing towards the outside kind of bubble. And it was just, wide receiver just kind of caught it right in space. And Cole Graham kind of just got caught watching the ball a little bit too long, which gave him those extra yards. Third and short here for the Big Reds.
Third and 1, Lager back to pass, scrambles, gets to the outside. He's got room. He's got a first down to the 40 and driven out of bounds. So good scramble by Brody Lager, super athletic. We do have an official down, but looks like he's okay. Got some good help from the Mustangs. Polite. It's awful nice. That's going to end up officially being a 5-yard gain for Lager and a first down. Looked like the coverage was good there, but outside contained. Not home. Rystrom got sealed in there and then got kind of blocked back there, and Lager was able to break free.
Yeah, just good athletic play from their quarterback just to get out in space and pick up those yards. He knew kind of what routes his wide receiver was running. He knew there wouldn't really be anybody over there. Just made a good play with the football in his hands.
So now 2:25 to go until halftime. Lager back to pass, looking, nobody open, and he gets to the outside. Pass is caught and down the sideline and pushed out of bounds at the 36-yard line. That's Owen Becerra, first catch of the night. That is a 24-yard pitch and catch from Lager to Becerra.
I think you hear the Mustangs fair. At least I did. I don't know if you can hear it on the live stream, but you could hear them roar a little bit about their maybe looking for a hold in the backfield there, but just kind of got the ball out in space and completed what they did. They wanted to throw the ball there. They didn't have to, which helps a lot.
Option by Lager, pitch to Hansen, and that's a really good play by Jade Spangler. That's going to be a loss on the play of about 8 yards. I tell you what, not trying to poo-poo anybody, but Missouri Valley runs really well between the tackles. When they run to the outside, you don't want to run laterally against really anybody, but especially athletes, and Hansen's not going to beat Spangler on the angle.
Yes. Keep it inside.
Second and 18, and the ball's fumbled. We'll see who came. It's a scrum. It's a scrum at the 45-yard line. We'll see who comes up with it. And it's Shenandoah football. So they get it right back, Brody. There's 1:35 to go until halftime, but all 3 timeouts.
Yes.
So a chance to maybe some atonement for the last drive, fumbling inside the red zone.
Hey, the Mustangs know what they've done best, and what they have been doing is throwing the football and getting their guys out in space. We'll see if they tend to lean on that a lot more, kind of going quick little 2-minute drill here with a little bit less than 2 minutes. Just kind of getting the ball out in space and letting their athletes kind of make plays. Like you said, it's what they do well. It's what they know how to do. They've been in kind of a situation like this before where it didn't convert at the end of the football game here at home 2 weeks ago. Let's see what the Mustangs can do.
Trips formation. Spangler rolls to the trips. And Spangler tripped up in the backfield. He's going to be sacked. And then there's a flag on the play. And I believe this flag may be to Shenandoah's favor here. As it stands, it's a sack and a loss of 3 yards. But it may be face mask here.
Yeah. It looks like the first look there was Cole Graham out here on the outside on a go route, trying to get a big wide receiver, go get the ball on space, and Spangler just kind of got pressure a little bit early, and they get the face mask call, like you said, which kind of helps the Mustangs out to keep that ball kind of moving down the field and flowing.
So it's actually it's a 5-yard penalty, so it's gonna make it 1st and 8, clock moving, 1:25 to go until halftime. Spangler on the pump fake. He's got Cullen. Cullen makes the catch, and he's out of bounds at the 28-yard line. 25-yard pitch and catch, and a first down. Spangler to Cullen.
Yeah, you know who Spangler's looking for a lot of tonight and a lot of this rest of the season. He probably will. And he has, in these past couple games, is Brody Cullen. He's looking for senior-to-senior connection. He makes big plays.
Spangler into the slot. Cullen makes the catch. It's going to be just a 3-yard gain there. Good coverage. That's going to be a timeout for Shenandoah. We'll stay here. It's going to be 2nd and 7, Broadman. So 1:11 to go. You're on the Big Reds' 25-yard line. You still have 2 timeouts. Like we've talked about tonight, they want to try to run the ball, but what are they good at, right? I mean, they're very good at throwing the football, especially to number 8, because he just gets open, right? But with 2 timeouts in your back pocket, you can't be afraid to run the ball here, because you can. Clock stops when you get a first down and you get out of bounds, whatever. But you could maybe throw them off a little bit by sneaking a run in there if the formation leads that.
Yeah, just interesting kind of situation here for the Mustangs, like you said, to choose kind of what they want to do. Are they going to sneak or try to, like you said, sneak a run in, try to pick something up big? Because they're kind of expecting the pass here from the Mustangs. Obviously, anybody that's really watching this game is expecting another pass here for the Mustangs. It's what they've done this drive. It's what they do well. So just 2nd and 7, like you said, Mustangs kind of a little bit more options here with 1:11 and 2 timeouts.
Yeah, everything's open right now, which makes the Mustangs pretty dangerous here, run or pass. And Spangler, straight drop back. He's going to float it to Graham. Graham can't make the catch, but there's a flag on the play at the 5-yard line. It's going to be pass interference, and it's going to be a free first down for Shenandoah, and even more so now. There'll be 1:06 to go and still 2 timeouts, and you're going to be in super good territory. Everything's open right now. I mean, throw it, run it, whatever you want. The menu, the playbook is wide open for Coach Christensen and company.
Yeah, that is a tough play for the cornerback, though. When Spangler lobs that ball, it doesn't hit him in stride.
Yep, it's behind him. Yep.
Graham comes back to the ball because obviously he's looking for it and just kind of runs into him, obviously too early. It's a tough break for the Big Reds. Good break for the Mustangs to kind of get one with that. 1:06 left, and they are on, was that the 10-yard line here?
Yeah, it looks like, they will officially call it 1st and goal. So, again, 10 yards to go, 2 timeouts, 1:06 to go. The menu is full.
Anything here. 1:06, you got down this field quickly. You only used 1 timeout, and the Mustangs are looking to punch one in here to hopefully go into the second half with some good momentum. Anything is open, like you said. Anything on the menu.
So 1st and goal. Well, they did back them up, and there's Spangler up the middle. Touchdown! Running up the middle. The menu's open, and they backed him up 2 yards. So it actually ended up being a 12-yard touchdown run on the quarterback keeper. And when you're throwing the ball successfully, that's when it opens up the run. And big hole for Spangler and a big touchdown.
Yeah, you've seen a lot of run like that from Spangler with that kind of read option. He makes big plays for the Mustangs with his arm and his legs. That senior on homecoming just kind of making that big play towards the end of the first half. Got down the field very quickly for the Mustangs.
So 20-6, Zwickel on to try the PAT. The kick is up on the way, and it is no good. Just off to the left. And we're going to step aside, play 2 commercials, come right back for the last 1:02 of the first half. Mustangs up by 2 touchdowns. We'll be right back.
So many ways that Think Iowa has helped, but I think most importantly to us, it's continuing to engage with us.
When we came together, we both felt like we would bring a couple things from our past into the present, and that one of those was their Courage on the Court event.
We're back here in Shenandoah Mustang Field inside of Ray Graves track. 1:02 to go until halftime. Mustangs have had 5 drives, Brody. 3, virtually no mistakes, touchdowns. 2, they couldn't get it done. Penalties, drops, fumbles, whatever. They've only stopped themselves. Missouri Valley has not stopped Shenandoah yet. Shenandoah defensively has done a pretty good job against Missouri Valley. Only touchdown for the Big Reds was the opening kickoff for the touchdown. The defense has held them out this whole first half.
Yeah, just played good. They gave up, obviously, some plays that they were trying not to up front, where they have chipped away, just haven't kind of got all the way down the field yet with it. The Mustangs have made those stops when they needed to and forced the Big Reds into some tough situations.
So 1st and 10 for the Big Reds at the 36-yard line. Lager back to pass, complete to Jansen, and Jansen is pushed out of bounds at about the 43-yard line, so it's going to be a gain of 6 yards. We'll say the 42-yard line, so 6-yard gain. Bring up 2nd down and 4, and it doesn't look like the Big Reds are ready to sit on it yet. Looks like they're trying to push the ball down the field and try to get something here with 57 seconds left to go until half.
Yeah, they obviously only have 1 timeout here. Going to be probably more favorable probably to passing the ball, but the run is probably still there for them. Looks like Mustangs timeout.
Yep, going to call a timeout on defense. So 1 timeout remaining for Shenandoah, and they looked maybe not confused, but they looked just a little bit out of alignment there, and probably a good timeout there by Coach Ratliff, getting some different guys in there on the field. Looks like the Richardson's going to come back on the field. That's probably a good guy to have on the field. He's a pretty good player on the front line for Shenandoah. An update for everyone at home, because I know you were wondering, the fire is now barely burning across the way there. So you can still see it, but it's not raging like it was earlier.
Yes.
Brody, you want to get a shot of that for the? It's still going, folks. As you can see it over there, you barely see it.
Is that it right there?
Yeah, it's dying down.
It's dying down.
Friday night fire here with 57 seconds to go. And right now, the Mustang offense, the passing game, has been on fire for the last 6 quarters. See what I did there?
Yes, I did see what you did there.
Dare I say, in fuego.
Yes.
They've been very, very good. And now Missouri Valley, 2nd down and 4 after the timeout by the Mustangs. And a play-action pass, and Lager rolling out to his left. He fires across his body, and that's going to go out of bounds. Incomplete. That's going to bring up a 3rd down and 4 now with 52 seconds to go until halftime.
Yeah, the Big Reds kind of right here. 52 seconds still left on the clock. Mustangs do have 1 more timeout. If this ball is in bounds, the Mustangs they do have them short, could elect to take their timeout and maybe, hopefully, try to either get a stop and give their offense possibly another chance with the football, just depending on what happens on this big, crucial 3rd down play. These next 2 plays could really set the tone going into the second half.
So anytime number 1 and number 8 are on the field at the same time, as we are going to get, it looks like, a delay of game, and that's going to set them back even more. Missouri Valley just a little slow getting that play in, but anytime number 1 for Shenandoah and number 8 are on the field, doesn't really matter how far you have to go. You got an opportunity to score.
Yeah. obviously with those two connections and a lot of other guys, those two open up the field for a lot of other people.
Absolutely.
Like you saw Cole Scammon with that big catch earlier. Laughlin has had a couple catches. McManus has had a couple catches. Yep. And just those two kind of open up the field for the Mustangs, open up the run game, open up the passing game for their fellow teammates, and just they kind of keep that offense flowing for the Mustangs.
So 2nd and 9, Lager dropping back to pass again. He'll throw it to no one in particular there. Actually, that's not fair. That one's to Soap Milk, but definitely not a catchable ball there. So 48 seconds and 1 timeout. You really got to trust your punt coverage and your punter, because Cullen's going to be back deep, probably going to be somewhere around his own 30-yard line, looks like. About the 32, maybe 31. And another angled punt, and there will not be a return. Not a big boomer like the last one. It's going to go out of bounds at the 38-yard line, but Broadman, 38 yards. You got a kicker. Zwickel 2 for 2 last week. You got a kicker. You don't have to score a touchdown. Boy, we'd like that. But you get the ball inside the 25-yard line, you got to feel pretty good about at least trying to get 3 here.
Yeah, I mean, just kind of keep that offense flowing. Don't stall out here. I mean, you got your touchdown before half already. You got your stop on defense. You did get the ball back in your hands. You do have good momentum going into halftime here. Don't overcomplicate, I would say, this too much. Just do what kind of comes to you. Try to make the big plays. Just kind of try to get sort of either, like you said, 3 or 7.
And you got the wheel route to Cullen, but some pressure in the backfield. So Spangler is going to run. He's to the 50. He's to the 45, to the 40. Wrestled down at the 38-yard line. That's a 24-yard scramble and a first down. Clock stops, and then we'll move on the whistle. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 with 31 seconds to go, Broadman, and a timeout in the back pocket.
Yeah, the Mustangs just want to kind of spike the ball there, went quick and stop that clock, just get the play call they wanted here. Got pressure early with Spangler. Spangler made that big play with his feet, and hopefully to keep this offense moving, just kind of those big plays just kind of keep happening. I feel like that passing game that has been working, that's what's been happening all night. We've seen that happening.
2nd down, 10. Spangler is going to take a shot to Graham. It was underthrown. Graham had a step on the defensive back. That was Rush Knutson. He had a step on him. You put it out, let him run underneath it. He's got some track speed, but just underthrown and inside, and Graham couldn't come up with it. So 3rd and 10.
Yeah, still 26 seconds and a timeout here. Obviously in 2-down territory here. Don't be down, I would say, inbounds here. It is possible. It's not the end of the world because with that timeout, but you gotta get this ball and don't want to no 4th and 10.
Spangler rolling to the left, firing incomplete to, looks like Cullen. Cullen gets down to the 16-yard line. A 20.
I think that was Scammon.
Scammon 23-yarder.
Looks like they're going to spike it again here to get that clock stopped. 13 seconds. Scammon, you saw that route. That's the 2nd time he's run that tonight and picked up big gains. That kind of comeback route for Scammon on that far side of the field.
Well, that's my fault then. Apologies to the Scammon family.
They're wearing the same accessories.
It's just similar number, and their jerseys look very similar. They're both maroon.
Shape 3 and 8.
Yeah, very similar. And, yep, that was definitely Scammon. 1,000 apologies to the Scammon family. You're going to get credit for that, young man. That's a good catch and run. Now 2nd and 10, 13 seconds to go at the 16-yard line with a timeout in your back pocket. Spangler drops the pass, has to roll to his right. There is a flag on the play. Clock is ticking. Spangler running. He doesn't know there's a flag down. Call a timeout, coach. And he does. He was on it. He was calling a timeout before the whistle blew. Now 3 seconds to go, and it's going to be an offensive penalty, but that's going to push him back. So probably out of field goal range now, I would assume. Maybe not. I don't know.
They did already get their kind of touchdown going into half. Zwickel did just mix that PAT. It would be a what from here?
Well, it depends on where they spot the ball. I mean, if it's just from the original line of scrimmage, you're going to be at the 26-yard line, so you're going to be 36 plus 7, 43-yarder?
Yeah, probably around there. And
if it's from the line. We'll see what they do here.
Yes, Spangler there probably should not have. You don't want to take a sack there, especially with the flag. Kind of just ran off that extra time.
Kid's just trying to make a play. You can't get mad at him for that. But I agree. I mean, we're watching it, so right. We want to. We're like, oh no, there's a flag. Oh no,
we're watching it from up here.
Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Yeah, that's a tough one, but they will take the penalty, so it'll be second down now and 20.
Looks like they are probably going to. Looks like they're keeping the offense on the field. No field goal attempt probably here. You do got Colin single coverage down here. I would assume the Big Red coaching staff has talked about that.
They're going to be guarding the line.
Yes. They're going for the PAT now. Coaching staff probably wanted to see how they would line up. Just looking with the chance for redemption on that missed extra point. And so the Mustangs.
So this will be, a 43-yarder. Boy, I nailed that one, didn't I?
That was perfect.
A 43-yard attempt with 3 seconds to go until halftime. And the snap is a little low. Good hold. The kick is up, and it is just short, falling about 8 yards deep in the end zone. So we will leave it right there. We'll leave it right there, Broadman. 20-6 at the break. Initial thoughts on the first half before we step aside.
I mean, the Mustangs, obviously the passing game worked. They could have probably scored the ball 1-2 more times if they didn't hurt themselves, obviously, and they make big plays. Obviously, we've seen that in the passing game. They tried to establish the run game to hopefully open that up. They showed success there, but obviously not that much as the passing game. Spangler obviously making plays, Colin making plays, our athletes are making plays. The defense only has been very good, making stops, not giving up any scores. The only score was on that first play kickoff. I think the Mustangs played a solid first half. Definitely some places to improve in the second half to hopefully extend this lead. But I would say an overall good, what you wanted, I would say, for the Mustangs. Up 2 scores here and for the Mustangs in this first half of their homecoming game.
Yeah, so we're going to have about 15 minutes. We'll step aside. We'll pay some bills. Shenandoah, a 20-point effort offensively. The defense has pitched a shutout. It's looked better on the ground, like you said. But again, the aerial attack has been fantastic, as it was last week, and kind of how it's been as the season's kind of gone on. But we're going to step aside. I agree with you, Broadman. We're going to pay some bills, and then we'll come back in about 15 minutes for some halftime stats and the second half here from Mustang Field.
I always was fascinated with working on vehicles ever since I was a little kid. I went to college for it, and it's just fun. To me, it's like an adult with a puzzle. When you can take the vehicles apart and you put them back together. The most rewarding thing about our business is just having customers be happy when they leave. It's everything. If you have people leave and they're unhappy, you have no business.
We're back here in Shenandoah. A couple minutes here before we get ready for the second half, and a second half that, at least in the first half, on paper, very much so when you dive into the numbers. We talked about it a little bit, but very much so when you dive into the numbers, Broadman, dominated by Shenandoah, save for the opening half or the opening kickoff return. Shenandoah 275 total yards of offense. Jade Spangler has accounted for 252. He's been involved in 252 of those all-purpose yards and 3 touchdowns, 2 through the air and 1 on the ground. The running game coming around a little bit. 65 of those yards is Jade Spangler scrambling, but still, you're over 100 yards. There's a little bit of balance, and I think for Shenandoah, balance doesn't have to be even. Balance doesn't mean even. It means there's the threat, right? And then on the flip side for Missouri Valley, not quite cracking the 100-yard mark on the night. Shenandoah's defense has done a very, very good job in that respect. And then turnover battle's been even, right? Both teams have turned it over. It's very clear looking at that. Shenandoah has been in control, and they get the ball to start the second half to maybe stretch this thing out even further.
Yeah, the Mustangs, I feel like, came out and played, obviously gave up the opening kickoff, which is a gut punch right away. But then they brought the ball down the field, scored, and went up 7-6. And then ever since then, it's kind of been pretty much all Mustangs. They've got down the field pretty much in the red zone both times and then kind of turned it over and kind of hurt themselves. The Mustangs could easily be up a couple more scores if they did not hurt themselves. The Mustangs come to the second half comfortable, which is where they wanted to be. They want to be comfortable. They wanted to hold the Missouri Valley Reds to a smaller running type game. Don't let them break anything loose like they plan on after keeping those short runs. Keep the edges contained. Don't let anything out open space for the Mustangs on defense. They've thrown the ball well. Obviously, that's very good and very favorable to that. They know they have that in their back pocket all the time, especially in this game. And then they've always had, like you said, that threat of running the ball and picking up those yards after yards and establishing that early in this football game has kind of helped out and opened up that passing game just that little bit.
So we are set to start the third quarter. The kickoff to start the second half is to Brody Cullen. Cullen, really nice return. He's going to get out to the 41, maybe the 42-yard line. Looks like they'll spot him at the 41. So that's where Shenandoah will scrimmage to start the second half. 1st and 10. 11:52 to go in the third quarter. Shenandoah with the ball. Good field position. Kind of a pick your poison. It looks like it's going to be Dickerson in the backfield. You mentioned it off air. We haven't seen Zane McManus since that drive where he had a big run and then a really nice catch. Maybe a little dinged up, so it may be Jaden Dickerson in the backfield this entire second half, and he gets the first carry of the second half, and he's going to pick up a couple, so just a gain of about 2 yards, second down and 8. Something to kind of keep an eye on there. McManus only had the 1 carry. It was a nice one. Dickerson's had more carries, but maybe not the big pops.
Yeah, McManus, I think, playing that wideout position, also playing that kind of slot position, brings that little bit more explosiveness and kind of seeing those holes in open space to bring that more, not necessarily athleticism, but just the big pop, big play pop in the running back position.
Spangler back to pass, finds Laughlin, and a really nice catch, kind of a shoestring catch. It's going to be a gain of about, we'll say, 5 yards. And they're going to go a little quick tempo, it looks like.
Going to back away from it. Mustang drops. Spangler drops back into the pocket.
Spangler hands off to Dickerson up the middle, and he breaks free. He's at the 35. It's a foot race. He stays on his feet to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Jaden Dickerson. 52 yards, Brody. What kind of wheels do you have, young man?
Yeah, just that simple play, that ISO play right up the middle. They've run it all night for a couple yards. And finally, a big one early into this second half for the Jaden Dickerson to explode out of that backfield and show what he can do in the backfield. You've seen those power runs, but you saw it right there, that explosiveness, that speed. He's been more of a power back, but that speed he kind of kept hitting that back punt and just broke that one loose.
Zwickle to try the point after, and that is no good. So 26-20 the score, and 10:42 to go in the third quarter. We'll step aside. We'll be back in 60.
For over 30 years, Pella Corporation has proudly supported the communities and neighborhoods they call home. As one of the largest employers in the area, they believe in investing in their community, creating opportunities, and shaping a brighter future for all. Visit www.careers.pella.com to explore exciting possibilities and see what job opportunities could await you. Again, www.careers.pella.com.
We're back here in Shenandoah, 26-6. Seven drives, and they've scored on 4 of them. They had a missed field goal as time expired. If they had more time, probably would have scored. They had another drive, fumbled the ball away inside the red zone, and another drive, drops and penalties, right? So Missouri Valley still has not stopped Shenandoah so far tonight, and that time it was all pretty much on the ground. Just like that kickoff was on the ground and then recovered by the Big Reds at their own 28-yard line. That's where they'll start. The drive, their first drive of the second half. But chip away 2-3 yards, and then boom, big 52-yarder. That was really stuffed up well by the Big Reds, but Dickerson was able to just break a couple tackles and break free, and he was off to the races.
Yeah, you just saw they loaded up the box there, kind of expecting probably more of a run, even though with the trips outside, they can't load it up as much to contain it as much as I would say the Mustangs can, playing against this more contained red offense, but just Dickerson runs hard and just broke that one loose and got that 52-yard touchdown.
Lager hands it off to Hansen. Hansen's got a big hole, and he breaks to the outside, stumbles a little, but makes it out past the 40 to the 42-yard line. So from the 28 to the 42, I'm not a math guy, but that's 14 yards and a first down, his biggest run of the night.
Yeah, just didn't really keep outside contained on this so close side with Trey Thompson like they have all night, and that's kind of what happens when they
He likes to bounce.
Yes, he does. And that time, that's probably, the first time all night they didn't really contain it.
Yep.
And that's what happens. They broke it free for a big 14-yard gain.
So, biggest play from scrimmage on at least so far for the Big Reds, and then you're going to get a penalty. Back-to-back plays of positive plays for the Big Reds. If they want to try to stay in this ball game, this is a big drive because they're down by 20 points, and it's an offense that has been struggling so far today, but if they can march down the field here and put a score on the board to answer, keeps the game kind of close. If not, Shenandoah could really put this thing out of reach.
Yeah, I mean, the Mustangs, they're just kind of beating themselves right there. Didn't keep outside contained, and then just jumped off sides and gave these Reds kind of free yards to start their first drive in the second half.
Lager hands it back off to Hansen. Another nice run. That's 5 yards and a first down. So Hansen and this offensive line kind of going away from the outside run. They've been good inside the tackles on those powers and those ISOs, and that's going to be a first down. This will be the third time. If they measure it, it's the third time I've called it. Yeah, there you go. First down.
Let's go, Tim.
It was a first down. Spotting the ball is an inexact science, we'll put it that way. So, first down, ball now on the Shenandoah side of the field at the 48-yard line of the Mustangs. Lager again, this time a play fake, rolls to the right. He's got the tight end in the flat. Second time they've been able to connect, and that is Vergamini makes the catch. It's going to be maybe, we'll call it 5. Short 5, long 4. I'm going to give him 5. It's going to bring up second down now and 5 for the Big Reds as they're marching, trying to answer the Mustangs' drive with 9 minutes to go in the third quarter.
The Mustangs just the Reds actually have kind of mixed up this offensive, I feel like, kind of inside, outside, and a low play action pass there.
And the handoff to Hansen, and he is met in the backfield by Rystrom. That was a big hit. It was, to me, it looked like Rystrom got there first, but he and Sample combined on that. A combo tackle for loss. It's going to bring up third down and 6.
This is kind of where you're kind of down 26-6. You're kind of in a 2-down territory here. If you're the Big Reds, you can obviously keep it, like you said, inside the tackles and pick up those 3 yards and give yourself a short third down here. Or you could try to kind of risk it and go to the outside where you've seen a little bit of success.
Hansen gets the carry and gets to the 41-yard line, so it'll kind of pick up half, right? You pick up about 3 yards. So now it's 4th and 3. The menu's open, right? You got everything at your disposal. 4th and 3. You can run, you can pass. But it makes you feel a little bit better as far as chances to convert here. Shenandoah's defense has still, again, held them out this entire ball game. We'll see if they can continue that here on this drive, this big 4th down. 4th down and 3. Lager with the snap, hands it back to Hansen. He only gets to the 40, so he's not going to get there. It's a gain of a yard, and Brody, he needed 3. Didn't get it.
No, just Mustangs come up and make a big play there, obviously. That's a big play for the Mustangs. The Reds showed good improvement there, kind of coming out of the half, showed big gains on the outside and passing and running the ball up the middle. Down 26-6 in this third quarter. That's obviously 2-down territory. You had to go for that. Just knowing that as a defense, knowing they're probably going to keep it inside the tackles. That's what they've shown on those short third down, short 4th downs. They've showed success with the Mustangs. Just made a better defensive play and just come up and made the tackle inside the box and gets their explosive offense back out on the field.
Yeah, up by 20. Maybe a chance to put this thing away here with 7:25 to go in the third quarter. Spangler leading the charge here for Shenandoah. Drops back, quarterback draw, and he is corralled in the backfield. Really good play in there by big number 52. Got to get the name there. Is that 52?
Yes.
Yeah, 52 is Jordan Dole. That's a 6'1", 240-pounder. He just kind of swallowed Spangler up there and gobbled him up for a 1-yard loss.
Yeah, just kind of broke away right through the offensive line, and Dickerson tried to pick him up, and he's got right through and made a good play.
So 2nd down and 11. Spangler rolling to the trip side, and he's got Scammon, but it's off his hands. Good throw, and just off the hands of Scammon.
That brings up 3rd and long here for the Mustangs. Obviously not afraid of this right here. Looks like they're bringing trips to this close side for the Mustangs. They know how to get it done, obviously.
They're going to balance the formation,
here.
Should be a quick read, right? It's going to be a quick read. He's going to pick a side early. It's cover 0. There's no safeties deep. Now Cullen in motion, and there's definitely a wide open receiver. Nobody's guarding Cullen. Nobody was guarding Cullen, but Spangler's going to make something out of nothing, and he gets himself to the 30-yard line. A 31-yard scramble. I mean, it was cover 0. It was man-to-man, and nobody went with Cullen over there. It's something to kind of put in the back of your mind if you're Coach Christensen.
Yeah, just nobody. Everyone saw it, I think, in the stadium. I heard someone up here yell it. He was wide open. Nobody was guarding Cullen, and just Spangler kind of saw that there was nobody over there too. Just kind of decided, I'm going to keep the ball in my hands. I'm going to go pick it up myself. And yes, you don't get those passing yards with Cullen, but you got the first down. You did what you were supposed to do, and made a big play.
So 1st down and 10 at the 31. Dickerson, now he's starting to feel it. He did lose the ball, but he was down. That's a good call by the side judge over there. That was a really, really good call. He was very immediate about that. That's a good gain by Dickerson. Looks like they're going to give him about 7 yards there. So it'll be 2nd down and 3, and now the big man's starting to eat a little bit.
Mustang's going quick there. QB sneak. Looks like it's going to be right at the 1st down marker. Looks like a 2, maybe 3 yard gain. We'll see if they give it to him.
Well, if they give it to him, it's 3 yards. If they don't, it's got to be 2.
They did give it to him.
So 3 yard gain.
3 yard gain for Spangler. Just going quick with the Mustangs. And it's worked well tonight. They've used it a couple times. Spangler's got 7, I think, and 3 yards for it.
So century mark watch. Spangler, 98 yards rushing right now. Yes. 2 away. And Dickerson, 84 yards. So we could have 2 100-yard backs. Spangler, low snap. He's going to go deep to the corner. He's got Cullen, and of course, he makes the catch. Was there ever a doubt, Broadman?
Never a doubt. I mean, just runs a good route.
How far away was that?
So where were they at? So they picked it up 3. It was somewhere inside the 20-10. I think it was close to, was it right on the 15?
We'll figure it out.
I think they were on the 15.
But beautiful catch and beautiful throw by Cullen. Really, really good play. Good pitch and catch. And now you're going to have Zwickel on for the extra point. 32-6 right now. Snap down, kick down, up, and good. 33-6. Shenandoah stretching the lead. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Mustangs offense, a juggernaut tonight.
From large projects to daily tasks, we can help at Miller Building Supply in Shenandoah. This is Josh, and we pride ourselves on quality products, knowledge, and service. We're always available for advice on the projects that take years to design or the issues that need fixed in a hurry. And we offer free estimates on anything and everything you need to complete both. When you have a demand, we offer the supply. Miller Building Supply in Shenandoah.
United Group Insurance is a team of insurance professionals who help their customers confidently choose the coverage best for them. UGI offers great products at great prices to shop for home, auto, life, health, business, farm, and crop insurance needs. Save money by comparing plans from providers such as Nationwide, Auto Owners Insurance, North Star Mutual, and more. Our team has over 100 years of combined experience and offers assistance from our convenient Atlantic, Griswold, Red Oak, and Shenandoah offices. Learn more at unitedgroupins.com.
We're back here in Shenandoah. I'm very impressed with the offense for Shenandoah. I mean, we knew they had athletes, but they're just kind of starting to figure it out, it looks like, and starting to gel together as Missouri Valley takes the kickoff, and they're going to get corralled down at the 36-yard line. That's where they'll start their drive. But Spangler's started to get more comfortable, I think, at the end of the West Central Valley game, and then the success for everyone last week, but it's really starting to show tonight. This team's better than the team they played last week, but I would say this team's a very similar team to West Central Valley, and you can kind of see the difference in how we're playing compared to how we played 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I think there's just been a lot more plays made tonight. I feel like there's been a lot more guys just going out and I think making plays for the Mustangs. West Central Valley, we made plays in certain moments, but this I feel like it's been more constant playmaking just for the Mustangs kind of all around on that offensive side of the football.
So now 33-6, Missouri Valley trying to find something here in the pitch to the outside. Hansen loses the ball on his own, and it's picked up by Missouri Valley. There is a flag on the play, so I think it's in the area of a hold. So I would imagine you're going to decline this penalty. It's going to be a loss of 6. Boy, just kind of when it rains, it pours tonight. Speaking of, the football gods were kind to us. There was a chance of rain tonight, and we like to throw the ball around the yard. The rain held off. I told a gentleman walking up the bleachers tonight, I said, the rain held off. I like our chances. And it doesn't take a genius, I guess, but we've thrown it well, we've run it well, and they're going to keep the down as it counts, it looks like. Got to decline that, right?
They're not declining.
I would have absolutely declined. Not that it's probably not going to matter in the grand scheme of things, but it's 1st and 20 or it's 2nd and 16. Take 2nd and 16, right?
I'd take your chances that they're not gonna. I don't want to really give them that one more.
Yeah, don't give them the extra.
Chance.
Don't give them the extra. Well,
Those 3 yards.
it's probably not even going to matter.
Yes.
That's why I'm up here, and that's why you're up here, right?
Yes, exactly.
Because we're just the pretty faces on the YouTube. Lager dropping straight back. He's going to float it deep to Jansen and out of bounds. 2nd down and 20 for Big Reds. Definitely not a situation that they like to be in, not a situation they're comfortable in. They've thrown the ball fine tonight, but they've thrown the ball fine in those situations they want to throw in, not in the situations they have to throw in.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, like we've said, you've seen a little bit of success when they want to throw the ball. When they choose to kind of go into play action or drop straight back like they did there, when they want to throw the ball, they haven't shown as much success when they have to throw it. Like you said, 1st and 20, you're going to have to kind of choose to have to throw the ball for the Mustangs defense.
So 2nd down and 20, and Hansen gets the ball, and he immediately gets gobbled up by Rystrom in there. It's Jacob Rystrom, is that correct? Levi. Excuse me, that's the younger
brother, sophomore.
Yes, it's going to end up being a really nice play. It's going to be a loss on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd down now and 21. 3rd down in Missouri Valley. Long way to go. Is that the right direction? That's the right direction too. Missouri Valley's north.
Yes.
3rd down in sorry.
I'm bad with directions.
It's been a long day.
Yes.
Work all day to drive you in the parade.
Yes.
Crazy. 3rd down and 21. 4 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Trying to set up a screen, and the ball gets thrown away. Probably a really good decision by Lager. Hansen kind of turned up field, and because there wasn't anything there, and then just throw it into the ground and live to fight another play, and it's going to be another opportunity for this offense of Shenandoah, again, who has not been stopped tonight by anybody on the other side.
Sorry, I'm just very intrigued on what is going on the far side of the football field. It looks like an ambulance has showed up, and it's maybe taking a fan from Missouri Valley or something like that. I was intrigued.
Fair enough. The punt is away. It is a high end-over-end punt that'll bounce down at the 46-yard line and take a Big Reds roll to the 36-yard line. So that's going to end up being about nearly a 40-yard punt at the end, a 39-yard punt. Didn't exactly flip the field, but the way Shenandoah has been moving offensively tonight, kind of a well-oiled machine offensively tonight.
Shenandoah will take over. 1st down.
Abe Roadman, you still watching over there?
I am still watching.
There's a fire going on in the distance. There's an ambulance
fire
over
is still
there.
Going. The fire
I know.
Is still going.
There's a lot of folks. If you're at home, get out here, see the fire. There's an ambulance. There's a great football game. If you're a Mustang fan, Brody's intrigued.
Yes,
1st and 10. 3:48 to go. Balance formation now. Cullen in motion. And 2 people in motion there. I think Graham also moved, so it's going to set him back 5 yards. And then at a game like tonight, I'm sure the entire Maroon team's like, all right, that just gives us an extra chance to get 5 more yards.
Yeah, just 5 more yards. I think there was an injury with the cheerleader. That's what I'm assuming.
Oh, no.
Yes, that's what it looks like. They're right over there behind the Missouri Valley bench or sideline, as one would say. 1st and 15, for the Mustangs.
Cullen in motion. He did not get it, and neither did Dickerson. Ended up going to Spangler. A lot of window dressing, and it's a 1-yard loss. One of the few plays tonight that Coach Christensen has drawn up that just, for whatever reason, just did not work that time.
Yeah, just kind of expecting something to happen that didn't really happen, and just brings up a long 2nd down here for the Mustangs. Not too far for them, obviously, but just a long 2nd down.
Spangler rolling out to his left, and he's going to tuck it. He's going to run. He's got room. Cuts back to the near side. Makes a couple more guys miss. He's now to the 45, to the 50, and he's down at the 42-yard line. A 32-yard run. That puts Spangler over 100 yards on the night. 129 happy yards for Jade Spangler on the ground, Broadman.
Yeah, just, I mean, like I said right there, never too far for them.
No.
Right? Especially with number 1 back there. Made the play with his feet. You were expecting it probably with the arm, but he made it with his feet and brings up a big first down for the Mustangs.
So now 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line of the Big Red. Spangler again out to his left, and he finds, it looks like Cullen in there. I believe that's correct for an 8-yard gain. Looks like he's still down on the field. Looks like maybe just a cramp situation there as he's trying to get stretched out. 8-yard gain for Spangler to Cullen. And again, Broadman, more stats. 8 yards, so 201 yards for Spangler through the air and 129 yards on the ground. So I'm not a math guy, but that's 330 yards of total offense for the signal caller for the Mustangs.
I will agree with that. Sounds like a good stat line. Good math. Good math. TJ Young.
Hey, it's easy when it's an even number.
Yeah. 1s and 9s go together.
Yeah, 1s and 9s.
1s and 9s go together.
8s and 2s, 7s and 3s. Just math. It's just math. So Cullen gets off the field on his own power. He's had a wonderful night. 16 yards rushing to go along with 91 yards receiving and a couple of touchdowns. So he's over 100 all-purpose yards. Plus, he's had a couple of really good returns in the return game. He's probably around 150 total all-purpose yards tonight. So he's probably due for a little Gatorade break there.
Yeah, just like he landed a little bit stiff and cramped up, but he looks to be up and moving on the sideline.
2nd and 2, Dickerson, big hole, and the bruiser goes down to the 27-yard line. That's going to be an 8-yard gain and a first down, and attrition starting to kind of set in there as Missouri Valley's got a guy on the ground now. But both back-to-back plays, kind of that, it's still kind of warm. You get the cramps, you get late in the game. Dickerson now with an 8-yard run. He's near the century mark here. He's got 92 yards on 11 carries. We're going to get a timeout on the field? No? No, an injury timeout, excuse me. Looks like Bergamini is going to get off on his own power too, so go ahead, Brody.
They shouted out TJ Young, not namely, but they said thank you to the ones who drove today.
I did. That was me.
TJ Young.
You're welcome. Oh, boy. 1:46 and counting to go in the third quarter. Mustangs all Shenandoah here tonight after the opening kickoff. And Spangler drops back to pass, and he's got a slant on the backside. He's got Graham. He's got a touchdown. 27 yards. Spangler to Cole Graham. Have a night, Jade Spangler. And for Graham, that is just his first catch of the night. He's been targeted a few times, but they were finally able to connect. And now 40, almost 39. They're trying to go up, get this 2-point conversion, go up by 35. Try to get that clock a roll. And I don't hate that decision.
No.
Just selfishly, I don't hate it.
Yeah.
I'm really hoping we get it.
Really? Yes. Indeed.
In for the point after.
Backside slant, Brody. I like it.
Yes.
I like it. So they're going to move the ball to the near hash, which when you go for 2, you can decide if you want it in the middle, if you want it on the right hash, left hash. They're going to move the ball to the right hash. So the wide side of the field is going to be away from you as you're looking at it. Brody's done an amazing job by the camera tonight.
Yes.
You have to tell your dad that. We've had no bad messages. Spangler rolling to his left. Looked like he had scamming, but just a little low and a little inside. So 39-6 with 1:35 to go in the third quarter. All Shenandoah, happy homecoming. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
This very moment, a board-certified general surgeon will be leading her team in the removal of her patient's gallbladder. In this newly remodeled surgical suite, she'll use the latest technology and small laparoscopic incisions for a quicker recovery time. In a couple of weeks, the patient will have a pain-free and normal life again. These are the things that happen here every day. The new surgical center at Shenandoah Medical Center. Your health is our mission.
Here it is. This is where my passion is my major.
With more than 80 areas of study, dozens of clubs and activities to choose from, and advisors who ask the right questions and offer support, it's easy to be you at Iowa Western.
We're back as we just had an athletic display put on by the cheerleaders. They've done 30. Let's figure the kicks here, right?
Yeah.
So we've scored 6 touchdowns.
Yes, that sounds right.
So just figure 7, then 14, then 20, then 26, then 32, then 33, and then 39. Let's figure those kicks.
Just read those off to me.
7.
Hold up, calculator.
Then 14, and then 20, then 26, then 33, and then 39. How many kicks have they done tonight?
139 kicks.
That is impressive. 139 kicks by the Shenandoah cheerleaders. That is dedication.
Yes.
Congratulations to all those gals.
Miley. Yes.
Thanks, John. We figured it over here. That's a lot of kicks.
It is.
That's 139 more than I could do.
Yes. My
So
legs would
we
be burning.
we are back to football, 1st and 10. Missouri Valley on their own 40. Lager hands off to Hansen. Hansen breaks a couple of tackles, but then really good pursuit on the back end by guess who? Trey Thompson. Guy's just everywhere.
Everywhere on this close side of the field. Secondary comes up, makes a big hit. Trey Thompson.
He's everywhere.
Everywhere.
He's big. He's a good-sized kid. He's not a small kid, but he's kind of like a gnat, right? You just can't get rid of him. You keep waving him off. He's just everywhere.
It's everywhere. He's moved it from this close corner to a little bit safety position with Brady Cole and cramping up. And he just comes up and makes that tackle on this close side of the football field.
2nd down and 10. Tight eye formation. Lager hands off to Hansen. Hansen falls forward for a gain of 4. That's going to set up a 3rd down now and 6. And 40 seconds to go. They still have to run another play. There's about a 4 or 5 second differential in the game clock and the play clock. But that'll put Hansen at 50 yards rushing officially, because I have the official stats. Don't worry about huddle later. I've got the official stats. I'm here. I'm watching it.
Yes.
I'm not the college kid in Lincoln that's watching it at 3 a.m.
Yes.
I'm watching it live.
We're watching it live, and we're watching it live, and just taking our educated guess.
Yeah,
on what they're at.
That's pretty much right. 3rd down and 6. Hansen with the handoff. He's going to pick up 2. So it'll set up a 4th down and 4, and it'll be the 4th quarter when we come back. Be a little bit of a decision for Missouri Valley. Do they go for it? Do they punt? We'll find out after we pay some bills. We'll be back. Mustangs up by 33, going to the 4th.
So many ways that I think Iowa has helped, but I think most importantly to us, it's continuing to engage with us.
When we came together, we both felt like we would bring a couple things from our past into the present, and that one of those was their Courage on the Court event.
We're back to start the 4th quarter. A lot of 4s on the board, Broadman. 4th quarter, 4th and 4. It'd be awesome if the ball was on the 44, but the ball's on the 46. So, looks like we're going for it here, Missouri Valley Big Reds here. Run pass, it's kind of been run heavy. We'll see what happens, but it's kind of a gotta go for it situation, right?
Yeah, I mean, you're down 39-6. Start of the fourth quarter. I mean, you got to go for it here.
So 4th and 4, Lager dropping back to pass, throws out into the flat and incomplete. So a turnover on downs, and that will give Shenandoah the football back at the Big Reds 46-yard line in a game that statistically, physically, athletically has kind of been all Shenandoah tonight so far. They got a chance to, up by 33, they got a chance to put another score on the board. Got a chance. We got some second-string kids coming in, got some younger kids coming in. So the day is over for some of these older guys. It looks like maybe sprinkling some guys in. It looks like you got Joey O'Rourke in there. Ethan Laughlin is in the backfield now. Although Dickerson should probably stay in. He needs 8 more yards. Yes. It's like somebody's got to tell him. Get him 8 yards and then get him out. Anyways.
Let him chip away a little bit.
And Laughlin gets the carry. He's got a big hole on the left side. And there he goes to the 15, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown! Ethan Laughlin, 46 yards. What kind of speed do you have, young man?
Yeah, just played earlier in the game. He plays linebacker. He's been playing that kind of slot guy after Zay McManus came out of this ball game and just took that one to the end zone.
So Laughlin has touched the football 3 times tonight. He now has 102 yards and 2 touchdowns, and he's touched the ball 3 times.
That's a stat line for you.
Have a game.
Yes.
Like, that's impressive. That's wild. Zwickel on for the extra point, and this one is good. That makes it 46-6. We will be in a running clock situation when we come back. Mustangs up by 40 with 1:50 to go in the ballgame.
I always was fascinated with working on vehicles ever since I was a little kid. I went to college for it, and it's just fun. To me, it's like an adult with a puzzle. When you can take the vehicles apart and you put them back together. The most rewarding thing about our business is just having customers be happy when they leave. It's everything. If you have people leave and they're unhappy, you have no business.
We are back in Shenandoah. A lot of fun things happening here. Shenandoah on homecoming, up by 40. Everything's really kind of going the way of the Mustangs. The Mustang cheerleaders, probably 200 cheer kicks because they do a kick every point, and that's crazy.
Yes.
And there's just a lot, and there's still lots of people here. It's a 40-point game, but there's not that many people that have went to the exit, so it's still a really fun atmosphere. The pep band's still here, which I like. In the second half, it's still here, still playing. I think that's great. And Zwickel kicks it deep, and it will go into the end zone for a touchback. So nice to see Zwickel kind of get into one there and take it in there for a touchback. But a really good atmosphere and kind of a nice way to cap off, obviously, the dance tomorrow, but a nice way for the community to cap off homecoming week.
Yeah, just a great way to come out and I feel like Ratliff said it today in our pep rally at the high school. He said they're coming off one of the best weeks of practice that he's seen in his coaching career at Shenandoah. Everyone worked hard, the seniors all the way down to the freshmen. Everyone's working from scout team up to the varsity, and everyone's just putting in that work. They want to come out here and showcase their talent, and they obviously have up 46-6 with still 11 minutes left in this fourth quarter.
And the clock has not started yet because nobody touched the ball, but it will be starting now as the handoff goes up the middle to, that looked like number 5, so that looked like maybe it was Riley Radke there on the carry. Was that correct? Is that Radke? Was that 5 or was that still 15?
I did not see.
Well, it might have been 15 still. There'll be a 5-yard gain for Hansen, and that may be the end of his day as he's gone off the field, and he's now at 22 carries, been the bell cow, but just 57 yards on those 22 carries. So really good job by the defensive front 7, front 8 for Shenandoah.
Yeah, I mean, just coming up and making the plays. The only score they've given up is on that kickoff. Yes, they have given up big runs, just not like house calls or whatever, but just those bigger runs, 10 to 15 that the Reds would like to get. But they've just came up and made stops, I think, when they needed to. On 3rd and 4th downs, they've kind of came up and made the play when they needed to get the ball back into their obviously explosive offense when they needed to, which has really helped the Mustangs kind of get into a comfortable position with this. It just all started off with the defense. They went down, scored, got a defense stop, got the ball back in the beginning of this ball game. And I think the defense kind of set the tone for this game by letting this offense score and extend the lead.
Knutson got his first carry of the night, picked up about a yard, and he's going to get the carry again. Knutson breaks some tackles. He is out to the 38-yard line, rather. So nice run for Knutson. It's going to be about a 12-yard run for Knutson. So first down for the Big Reds as the clock continues to move right at 10 minutes to go in the ballgame. So first down and 10, ball at the 38-yard line. And Knutson again, nice hole, this time on the right side, and he's going to pick up 10 yards. That's a back-to-back first down carries for Knutson. Some fresh legs in there and maybe some different bodies in there for Shenandoah too. But back-to-back really nice runs as we got a man down, looks like, for Shenandoah. I can't see the number there, dude.
Harley Wiley is down, I think.
Harley Wiley, okay.
Person that made the tackle on the play. Freshman.
We'll step aside as they attend to Mr. Wiley. We'll be right back in 30.
From large projects to daily tasks, we can help at Miller Building Supply in Shenandoah. This is Josh, and we pride ourselves on quality products, knowledge, and service. We're always available for advice on the projects that take years to design or the issues that need fixed in a hurry. And we offer free estimates on anything and everything you need to complete both. When you have a demand, we offer the supply. Miller Building Supply in Shenandoah.
We're back here in Shenandoah. Looks like everybody's up and healthy, maybe just kind of a twisted ankle there, and hopefully that's all it is. But first and 10 for the Big Reds as they're driving here. And a fumbled snap, and that's kind of been the way it has gone tonight for the Big Reds. We'll see who has it, and indications are Shenandoah, and the Mustangs do recover as it was a quarterback-center exchange, and kind of the way it's been tonight for the Big Reds. It looked like it was going to be an interesting night. Opening kickoff, return for a touchdown, and then it's been all Shenandoah ever since.
Defense has made plays, offense has made plays.
Yeah, and Shenandoah's going to take a timeout. They got kind of a whole different crew of offense, kind of like last week, so we'll take one with them. We'll be back in 30.
United Group Insurance is a team of insurance professionals who help their customers confidently choose the coverage best for them. UGI offers great products at great prices to shop for home, auto, life, health, business, farm, and crop insurance needs. Save money by comparing plans from providers such as Nationwide, Auto Owners Insurance, North Star Mutual, and more. Our team has over 100 years of combined experience and offers assistance from our convenient Atlantic, Griswold, Red Oak, and Shenandoah offices. Learn more at unitedgroupins.com.
We're back here in Shenandoah. There's 8:38, Brody, to go. Getting the JV guys in there, kind of like last week. I said it with your dad on the broadcast. You know, it's always good, especially coming off of a season that we had a year ago. Didn't have enough guys that you felt comfortable with, not you, but like the coaching staff and the administration didn't feel comfortable throwing them out there because they just weren't ready. So we get these opportunities to play everybody in a meaningful game, a varsity game, like garbage time, not garbage time, backup time, whatever. As many times as you can get these guys on the field, that's a good thing.
Yeah. Just for the Mustangs, it looks like the running back slipped in the backfield there, and O'Rourke has to take it. It's on a non-designed QB draw.
Just as they drew it up, 5-yard gain for O'Rourke. But I think that's really important, and that's kind of how you build a program. You know, the JV games, those always count and all that fun stuff. But the more you can get these guys on the field, and the more chances they get to play in a game, not necessarily practice, that's important, but games, I think the better off it'll be for your program.
Yeah, just getting these guys experience on the field. I mean, they're young guys. Obviously, they get their time in JV, but just kind of building that experience that you want as a program with, 8 seniors? 7, 8 seniors for the Mustangs this year. Just getting these young guys involved to be ready to step into a bigger role next season, hopefully for the Mustangs. And just, I think it's more of an experience thing, getting them out there, getting them comfortable.
Absolutely.
When you can do that early, it makes it a lot easier to show more growth as a program and start seasons off early with that experience that has been already built instead of building that through the year.
O'Rourke drops back to pass. Pass is caught by Zwickel. Zwickel lost ground. He had the first down at the initial catch, but then turned back and ended up being a 4-yard gain instead of about a 7-yard gain. So pass complete, but now 4th down and a yard. And quick snap, and O'Rourke still going. He's going to pick up, looks like 9 yards on a QB sneak and a first down.
Looks like the Missouri Valley Big Reds were not set. They were not, their defense line was a little bit gassed there and was just standing straight up. And so it was an easy push for that Mustangs offensive line to keep that ball moving down the field.
So 1st and 10, clock still moving. We're at 6:40 to go in the ball game. O'Rourke takes the snap, fakes the handoff. He's got room up the middle. He's to the 5. He's in for the touchdown. 25 yards out, Joey O'Rourke. Welcome to the game, young man. He had,
I think that's the experience thing there.
38 yards on the ground on the drive and 4 through the air. So 42 total yards for O'Rourke and a touchdown. Welcome to the game.
Yeah, freshman Joey O'Rourke. I think that's what you talk about, an experience thing with the senior quarterback. He's been our backup quarterback this year. And building that experience there to kind of get comfortable to hopefully step into a role next season for the Mustangs.
And on for the PAT is Tegan Brunk, and the kick is good. So PAT for Brunk, 53-6, all Mustangs with 6:27 to go in the ball game. We'll be back in 60.
For over 30 years, Pella Corporation has proudly supported the communities and neighborhoods they call home. As one of the largest employers in the area, they believe in investing in their community, creating opportunities, and shaping a brighter future for all. Visit www.careers.pella.com to explore exciting possibilities and see what job opportunities could await you. Again, www.careers.pella.com.
We are back here in Shenandoah. It's happy homecoming, as I've said. Shenandoah just completely dominant here tonight. It's been last week 45-8 against a very overmatched Nottoway Valley team. Not the case tonight. I don't know if Missouri Valley was overmatched physically like Nottoway Valley was. Shenandoah's just played really, really well tonight. This is not a bad Missouri Valley football team. And to be up by almost 50 points, that says a lot about the progress that this team's made. Santiago gets the kickoff, and it's going to roll down to about the 11-yard line. So his first action of the season, to my knowledge, And another good return and tackled
tackle.
by
Kicker
Santiago.
tackle.
Look at him.
That is exciting for the young fella.
Now, he was part of the homecoming court too as well, right?
Yes, he was a junior attendant. Yes, he just moved here from Paraguay, I believe, last year. And so that's a good play, exciting play for the young fella.
Yeah.
Now they're letting him go out there and play a little defense. That's exciting.
Well, after that tackle, why not?
Why not?
See him wrap up on that? That was nice. Good job, young man.
You always love some kicker tackles.
As long as they don't get hurt.
Yes. Gets people going.
So clock is a-moving. 5:40 to go in the ball game. Ball at the 35-yard line for Missouri Valley.
Now for quarterback for the Big Red, Dylan Davis.
And the ball's handed off and fumbled on the play and recovered by Shenandoah by Hayden Roush. Just
second. Is that a second today?
Roush?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Is
Could be.
25?
The second time I've said his name.
I think it's the second time getting a fumble recovery.
I don't know.
I think he got the other one.
I think you're making stuff up.
Because he plays middle linebacker. I think he got
I think you're making stuff up.
I think that's
Brody, you can't make stuff up. People trust what you say, Brody.
I think it's the second
Well,
one.
if it was, I'm happy for him, and I'm happy for you. I don't know who got the first one. So now, for first down, sorry for arguing, folks. That was very unprofessional, Brody.
It's all fine. It's all in fun and games.
Nobody's listening anymore.
Nobody's listening anymore.
4:40 to go in the ball game and counting. O'Rourke is out there. Looks like they have a little bit of confusion as to who's supposed to go where. There's still 10 seconds on the play clock, so it should be fine.
Still got plenty of time.
And it looks like Major's in the backfield with O'Rourke. He'll get the carry, and he'll have, looks like no gain on the play. Right back to the original line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10.
4:10 left in the ball game. Mustangs get that experience here with these young guys, young JV guys, getting that experience in this ball game.
So 20 seconds on the play clock. We're under 4 minutes to go. Major in the backfield with O'Rourke. Trips to the far side. And again, a handoff to Major, and he's met in the backfield. Loss of a yard. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 11.
Bruce Majors on the carry. Brought down the backfield.
So 3rd and 11 with the running clock. You could still run, you could throw. There's lots of options with the running clock. It used to be you wanted to keep the clock running, so you had to run the ball. Now with the running clock, an incomplete pass clock's still moving. So pretty much everything's available. I would assume they'll keep it on the ground, but you never know. Brody, what do you think? They going to throw it? They going to run it?
Anything. I don't know.
Going to the homecoming dance tomorrow?
I am.
Excited? You going to do the Macarena?
I don't know what will happen.
Well, we'll talk about that during the break because Shenandoah took their 2nd time out. You don't know the Macarena?
No, I said I don't know what dances I'll be doing.
Oh, well, we'll step aside. We'll pay a few more bills, and we'll be right back.
Congratulations, Brody and Cassidy.
So many ways that Think Iowa has helped, but I think most importantly to us, it's continuing to engage with us.
When we came together, we both felt like we would bring a couple things from our past into the present, and that one of those was their Courage on the Court event.
We are back in Shenandoah, and 3rd straight handoff up the middle to Lucas Major, and no gain on the play, so 4th down and 11. with now 2:45 to go in the ball game, you got to figure 4 down territory. Maybe just do the same thing, just hand the ball up the middle and
see what happens.
See what happens. Play clock's down to 10 seconds. You figure you'd probably hand it off. And a little punt, and that's going to go into the end zone for a touchback. So it's going to be a net of about a 16-yard punt. But at the end of the day, that's kind of inconsequential there. It'll be 1st and 10. Missouri Valley now coming up on 2 minutes to go in the ball game, and you got to figure 3-4 plays, and they'll probably the end of it, and the end of a really good night here in Shenandoah. And good for you is the game wasn't a close one, so we weren't being streamed on any other services.
No KMA.
I didn't want you to get nervous.
No, I got nervous last time.
I know.
You're bringing out the big names, KMA land. I don't got the experience like you do.
So the handoff goes to Knutson, and he is swallowed up in there. I think that was Roush. Nice play. Going to be a gain of about a yard, but a really nice play by Hayden Roush, who, per Brody, has 2 fumble recoveries and now at least 1 tackle.
Yes, I think so.
That's what we're going with.
My educated guess says so.
That's what we're going with. 2nd down and 9, 1 minute and 5 seconds to go in the ball game. Handoff goes up the middle to Knutson. He's got a lane, and he's got a first down to the 37, maybe the 38-yard line.
Okay, Mustang fans, I want you to stand up and look to the south. These student sections have bring in the spirit all week long. I'd love to give you guys some noise tonight.
So 1st and 10, this could very well be the last play of the game as we're under 40 seconds. And the handoff again goes to Knutson. Knutson is driven out of bounds after a gain of, looks like about 5. But the clock is still a-moving, so again, they don't have to run another play. I don't know if they will. I would be surprised. But I've seen crazier things. With 10 seconds to go, they've called a play. We'll just see if they can get the play off.
6. Got to go quick. Looks like the student section's already run to the victory, though. Already going. It's close.
They did get the play off. Knutson gets to the outside, and he's going to get down to the 45-yard line, and that's going to end the ball game. An 11-yard run for Knutson ends the night. Shenandoah moves to 2-2 and 1-0 in district play. Really, really good night, Brody. We've said it a lot. There's a lot of hyperbole. There's a lot of verbiage that we could use. But the long and short of it, boy, the Mustangs played really well tonight.
Yeah, I mean, just gave up, obviously, the first kickoff to kind of give up the shutout. But, I mean, you would think that would be a gut punch for the Mustangs. Just wanted right back, went down the field and got a touchdown. The defense played basically a shutout game. And I think it was overall a good game for the Mustangs. They established the run game a little bit more. I mean, they kind of drew away what was working from them, which is the passing game. But I think just an overall good game for the Mustangs. Way to go get the homecoming win, first win in district game, which means a lot in a tight, close district with a good mixture of really, really good state-bound football teams and mixture of some teams that the Mustangs got to go win, and this is one of them right here. I think just Mustangs right now ringing the victory bell. But I just think it was an overall good game for the Mustangs. Exciting for everyone. Exciting win for the community. I'd say good way to wrap up this homecoming community-style week for the Mustangs, just to bring home a good victory.
You know, just kind of the way the football's gone here for the last few years, for these kids, for the coaches, it feels good, right? I mean, for the community, yeah. I mean, nobody likes it when your team loses, but like, the coaches and the kids, they're working hard, they're trying, they're doing everything they can. Sometimes you don't have the Jimmies and the Joes. Sometimes kids get hurt. Sometimes the ball doesn't bounce your way. But the last couple of ball games, man, it's felt really good. I'm really happy for the coaches. I'm really happy for the kids, for the school, and it's nice when football's good. There tends to be just a different feel in the community and in the school. It's weird. Welcome to America. When football's good, there's a different feel, right? There's just a different vibe. I used to have a coach always say that football was the trend or was the tone setter for the year. Not necessarily have to win or lose, but like if it's a good football season, it's going to be a good year. Like because the attitudes are better in school, the teachers are happier, the kids are happier. Like coaches, it's kind of meshes well together. Life has been good the last couple weeks. Tough test next week. I believe Underwood on the road. State rated. I don't know how Underwood's done tonight, but you guys can all check on that. But that'll be a tough test. It'll really test the Mustang defense that played very, very well tonight.
Coach Ratliff, water bucket right there with cold water, getting his homecoming win. But yeah, I think obviously, like you said, tough test. Underwood. A very highly ranked team in the state, I would say. State tournament last year. Just a good football program in general. I would say just a good football program in general. And they just I would say the Mustangs got to come out and compete, I would say. Obviously, it's a game that's marked on your calendar as one that's, I would say, a harder one to go get for the Mustangs, unlike this game against Missouri Valley. This one's checked as, we got to go win this football game. But the Mustangs looking for an upset next week, and hopefully keeping this good momentum in these past 2 weeks of just kind of getting the ball out in the air, getting a good mixture this week, and kind of keeping the good momentum, good defensive play, and keeping the good passing game going for the Mustangs to bring home 2 victories in the past week. Good victory, putting in the work, obviously, and it's paying off for the Mustangs and Coach Ratliff. TJ's looking at KMA scoreboard right now.
So in our district right now, obviously our 53-6 win. Trainer played Red Oak tonight, and Trainer was 40 points better tonight, 46-6, big win for Trainer. And then Underwood AHSTW. I kind of thought it would be a pretty close game. Some guys that know more than me said Underwood by 2 touchdowns, and that's exactly what it was. It was Underwood 28-12. That's going to be a tough test. I would say Underwood's probably the favorite to win the district, but you got some feel good. These are 2 really athletic teams that are coming to play each other next week in Underwood. And right now, Shenandoah's got some confidence. And when you're the underdog and you're confident, you're dangerous. And I think that's what Underwood's going to talk about this week, and I feel like that's what Shenandoah should talk about this week too. You're dangerous, right? But it's an exciting time, as Brody mentioned. We're happy that we were able to call this one, and we'll hopefully see you next week if we end up going up there. We're trying to work out some logistics, but for the Broad man, royalty over here, Brody Burdorf, I'm TJ Young. Mustangs 1-0 in the district and 2-2 overall, 53-6 winners. Until next time, good night, everybody.